All right, good evening, guys. Here is the hopefully working cursive video. I'm going to try to zoom through this because it is so late, but I still want you to know what to do. I hope this one records my voice, and if it doesn't, I'm done. All right, so first set, you're just going to trace over the words, and then you rewrite them on the bottom. Now, I've been practicing for so long, I'm expecting you to use the same amount of space as the ones that are given to you for practice, okay? So the same amount of space, the same amount of lines. I don't want you to write under the line, over the line, wherever you're not supposed to. Lincoln, dot your I. Park, zoo, is in Chicago, Illinois. I heard that's a beautiful place, but I don't know. I haven't been. Put your comma, capital I, for Illinois. Loop-de-loop-de-loop. You're going to dot all your I's. I think I forgot one, Chicago. All right. So you trace that, and then you write them down here. Oh, right here. Why did it go away? Whoa, it changed it to print. That is not what I wanted to do. Okay. So then you write it down here in these two boxes. And make sure you take the same amount of space. So this one stops here. It's going to stop here right here. This one stops here in this line. It's going to stop right here on this line. If it doesn't, you need to rewrite it and try it again. Okay. So the bottom, the White House is on Pennsylvania Avenue. So that is actually in the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C. Oh, that's bad. I just did a 25-point thing. It should be working. Oh, okay. This pen is not liking me tonight. Telling me to go home. The White, cross your T, dot your I, house. Look, I'm doing that H. Top, come down, loop around. O-U-S-E is on pencil. Oh, why do you keep doing that? Pennsylvania. That's the long word. N-S-Y-L-V-A-N-I-A. Pennsylvania Avenue. E-N-U-E. Now, I understand if you are at Pennsylvania a couple times because it is long, but make sure you are taking up the same amount of space for each one. All right. Off down to the next page. Okay, it should be 63. Yes. All right. So I do want you tracing all of these words, but it's asking you. This in a writing test, sometimes you're given a prompt. Here's an example. We will have prompts in the future in Miss Alter and I's class, but right now we're still working on paragraph of the week. But this is an example of what something that might look like. So here's your prompt. The letters A and O are alike, but they're also different. Write a paragraph about how the letters A and O are alike and different. Just complete the paragraph that responds to the writing prompt. So you do answer these 4 questions. And you trace the whole thing. And your answers need to also be in cursive. So it says the beginning stroke in both letters curves which way? When you write the letter in the beginning stroke, I'm going to write that up here. A, O. Where did I start? Okay. The letter O, like A, is closed at the, where do the letters close at? Where are they no longer open? Line. A, unlike O, is not a round what? What are these called? O does not connect to other letters like A does from the blank line. Where would A connect? I wonder. Bottom or top line? I'm not sure. Anyway, basically gave you the answers up here. Make sure you Take your time, watch it, and answer those questions correctly. Okay, that is just a short review. Now this one, it says use your best cursive handwriting to write a paragraph that responds to the following prompt. The letter P and R are alike, but also different. Write a paragraph about how letter P and R are alike and different. I don't want you writing a full-fledged paragraph, so don't freak out about that. I want you to write a total of 2 sentences. Okay? One sentence on how P and R are the same, and one on how P and R are different. Okay, so it's a total of 2 sentences. One how they're alike, one how they're different. Okay, just write them in cursive. Look, P, R. Tell me how they're same, tell me how they're different. Total 2 complete sentences. Capitalization and punctuation. Yes, it needs to be in cursive. Use that cursive packet on your desk or square. All letters should sit on the baseline and stay within the margins. So all you do is trace right here at the top. 407 years ago, our forefather brought forth this continent a new nation. And it says copy as much of the sentence as you can within the margins. Well, if you can't do it, you're going to have to redo it. So make sure you have all this in the proper margins. And let's see. 10 points to anyone who can tell me what president said this quote. This quote is from President. 407 years ago. I will trace this with you so you know how to do it, but you should know this already. 4 score and 7 years ago, our fathers, T-H-E-R-S, cross the T, brought forth. This is a very famous speech. On this continent called North America, a new nation. Well, what do you think the new nation was? If it was our president, what do you think the new nation was? 407 years ago. Some little thinking right there, a little history for you. Now, make sure you have all of that in the bottom. Remember, 10 points. Whoever can tell me who that president was. Ask your parents. Your parents should know. If not, you can look it up later. Okay, page 66. Numerals. Very easy, quick page. You literally trace the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then write them underneath it. No, you cannot write actual numbers in cursive, but you can write the words that spell the numbers in cursive, which is what you have to do. Okay, so you're going to trace all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're write it again under each one of those, okay? And do the same thing here, 6. Now make sure you pay attention because some of you still do not know how to form your letters. Right, look at what I'm doing. Look where I'm starting them. Look where I'm ending them. Some people draw the line first for the 9. That's a no. Then trace them again on the bottom. And then you trace these words. And then you write them on the bottom underneath it, okay? Make sure they're nice and neat. You don't have much longer before you can only write in cursive, so you need to try as hard as you can. Next, you have money. Money, 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 money. All right, I don't want you, you do a lot of math. You need to know how to write the symbols. So just trace them and then copy them until they fill up the bar. So you have addition, division, money symbol. I'm not going to say it's exclamation, but that's usually the not equal symbol. And you have the equal symbol, and I cannot see that one on this board. I don't know if anything's even there. All right, next, I want you to trace all of these. Yes, even the numbers, and then answer the questions. What is 23 plus 42? 34 plus 15. 12 times 3. 78 minus 25. And $56 equals what? I want the symbol here and then the actual money. Okay? I know $56 written out in cents forms. All right? Whoopsie daisy. Wrong button. All right, off to page 68. All right, so this one is slightly more math, but with grammar, because you have to finish the pattern. Yes, you need to trace all of these question marks and exclamations, but look at the pattern. 3, 2, 3, 2. Continue the pattern all the way down, okay? Look at this pattern. 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 1. Continue that pattern all the way down as far as you can. And then you're going to trace all these. Did you finish the puzzles? What a great idea that is. Yes. Run as fast as you can. So you're going to trace all these and then write them underneath. All right. I'm going to trace these. Did you finish the puzzles? Okay, then you trace underneath right here. And then what a great idea that is. You're going to trace that. So what a great idea. I'm sorry, my pen is messing up. I'm not starting all the way over. I love y'all, but I'm tired. All right. And then you trace on the bottom. And then you trace yes, run as fast as you can, and then you write that on the bottom. All right. And we only have 3 pages to go. Okay. Copy the story and punctuate it correctly. So you need to trace all of this. Okay. And then you need to make sure you have the correct punctuation marks. The easiest thing to do is to look at the capital letters. Farmer Fred worked all alone. Okay, where does the next capital letter start? One day at the a peddler came by. One day a peddler came by. Look at this, he said. Wow, what an invention. What could the farmer do? So you're going to have period somewhere, well, more than one, an exclamation, and a question mark because there's a question in there. But make sure you copy them both. Actually, I'll give you a big old hint. There's going to be a punctuation mark right here. There'll be a punctuation mark right here. And then look, he said. So you're actually going to use quotations. There's going to be a punctuation mark right here, and right here. All those have punctuation marks. So make sure you have your quotations, you have your period, you have an exclamation mark, and a question mark for everything you do. Put them there after you trace them, and then rewrite it down here correctly. Okay? Yes, it sounds like a lot because it is, but I don't want you to just think that you're done with cursive. You're really not. So this says copy the article on lined paper, add the correct punctuation, include quotation marks. So we just discussed this. Anytime it says somebody says something said, all I want you to do on this one, so you don't have to take out paper, I just want you to trace it on here. Do not go get a sheet of paper from my room or wherever you're at. Just trace it and put the correct punctuation. It says, read all about it. Berrytown, May 6, scientists have found a fossil of dinosaur heart. They now think that some dinosaurs were mammals. This is amazing news, said one observer. So somebody said something here. What did they say? Your quotation marks need to go around what was said. Okay? So correct it and put the correct punctuation and make sure you trace it carefully. Last page, 71. Now, the last 4 lines of this page are without the dotted control lines. Paper lined this way is called theme paper. This paper you will use next year, copy census. So they say this, but I mean, you use theme paper since you're in first grade because you use loose leaf paper. That's pretty much theme paper, except it's just a little bit smaller. Now you're going to trace it. Many states have state trees and flowers. Texas has the pecan tree and the bluebonnet flower. Now, I want you to trace that. And I want you to put it down here. I want you to take up the same amount of space that it did up here, okay? And I want you to tell me, what is our state tree and flower up here? Hopefully you know we have some of these trees on our playground. Okay, so that is it. If you don't know the tree, please ask your parents. They should know. That's it for now. Page 62 to 71. Good luck, guys. I will see you Thursday.